Alright, what up y'all? So today this is gonna be my last time doing a video like this for like 1 or 2 weeks. I just want to show you guys that I'm consistently working, and it's a mixture of gig apps, contract, and direct bookings. And I also have 3 carrier companies that I don't even mention anymore because people get so jealous and upset because I don't share their information. So I have 3 of them. So I figured out how to stay busy, and that's the point. I just want you to know I am consistently working and I'm making crazy profits. So today is just another example. This is the very next day. I just did a video yesterday. I did 1 job, but it was a direct booking with my third-party contract. So this is the very next day. So I'm consistently working. So anyways, I want to take a break from these videos. I want to just work for like a week or 2, and then just every now and then show you jobs. Like maybe there's something ironic about a job or special or something. That's the ones I want to show you. But this is very routine. I'm just doing this every day. So I also want to start a new playlist, and I just haven't had time. I got so much on my plate right now, so I'm doing a lot. I'll explain more later on, but anyways, I'm doing 2 jobs today. One is a gig app, that's what I'm headed to right now, and then the other one is a direct booking with a returning customer. And this returning customer is very special, and I'm gonna tell you why. There's 2 things. There's 2 things special about this. One is the fact that the customer came back to me. That's number 1. And number 2 is the way the Lord works. The way God works, it's incredible. The way He could bless you, it's like a curveball. Like He always has a way to help you or reward you or whatever. And He does it in mysterious ways. So I'll explain that at the very end of this job. But that's it. Let's get it. Alright guys, I'm pulling up to the pickup, and this is a Expedite catering order, and never been here before, this place. So the delivery is a place I go to all the time, but the pickup is a new place. Alright, I think it's like I want to say like a sushi place or something. I don't know, we'll see. So another thing about this is my direct booking, I was able to adjust the time because of this order. So again, that's why I like direct bookings over gig apps, because the customer's on my time, I'm not on their time. Alright y'all, just picked up the order from this place right here, this Sushi Yama Japanese restaurant, and we're driving a total of 7 miles. 7 miles to the drop off. So alright y'all, once I finish this, I'll be headed to my direct booking customer. Oh, almost forgot to show you. So it's just 2 bags right there. And what the other little orange bag is a like cold stuff. I don't know if it's like ice cream or something, but it doesn't belong in a food warmer. Alright guys, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time recording this. I've been to this building a million times, y'all seen it. So it's the same company. They have a corporate card, they order lunch every single day. So they actually tip very well. This order I think was only like $100 something, and they still tipped really high. So I appreciate it. Tips are always voluntary. I know we complain about tips, but I mean, it is what it is. So anyways, I'm gonna just drop this off real quick because I don't want to be late to my direct booking. That's priority. So you guys seen this before. Easy drop off, going to the 5th floor, y'all, 5th floor. Alright guys, it is a 11:43. I'm supposed to be at the customer's house at 12 noon, so I'm on time. They're only 7 miles from here, so let me get over there and I'll show you guys what we're doing. Alright guys, I'm right on time, getting there right at 12 o'clock, perfect timing. You guys that watch my channel, that watch all my videos, you might recognize this house and this job, but we'll see. But I'll explain it at the very end. 2 very important points to make. So like I normally do, I'm just gonna show what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna record too much of us actually working because like I'm on the clock. It's a real customer, I'm on the clock. they're paying an hourly rate. So I'm just gonna show you what we're doing, and then I'll kind of update you as we go along. We're moving some items. So I'm gonna load my van with a couple items, take it to another location. And then we're doing a little bit of labor only, just moving some stuff that's in the garage, or moving some furniture from one room to another. And that's it. All right, y'all, let's get it. Okay, so we're moving these items right here, right?
Yeah.
All that, the monitor, that,
stand,
this
frame,
bed with the base, adjustable base. Damn.
I also got some of the things that were in here. I got them out already. Everything in here but this and that chair.
Not the chair.
Not the chair.
Okay, so all this,
and
the workout equipment.
I guess this stays as well.
Okay, these boxes. Chair.
Yeah, the chair and the matching couch.
Okay. Alright, perfect. Alright, and that's it from in here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then there's some stuff in the garage.
Alright.
I'll set the side when you get that mattress, or?
Yeah, we'll grab it right now. Let me get my mattress cover. And then these little items right here. So this is going to the other house, and then we'll be moving a couple things in the garage. All right, it's been about less than 1 hour, not even an hour yet.
Okay.
We got everything cleared out the room, which I'll show you at the end. And then everything out the garage, there's a bunch of stuff right here. And over there, these are just little racks. So I pretty much got all the big stuff in. This is all the room I got left. And like I said, the videos I watch, learning how to pack, it's tough. It takes time and experience. There's a lot of odd shaped items. So I'm trying to fill every gap based on what I had. So I think it did pretty good, not too bad. Almost up to the roof. As you know, I don't have a partition, so gotta be careful of what I put behind my seat. So we're just gonna finish loading this up, and then we'll head to the drop off. So it went by pretty fast. It's gonna be about an hour. All right, guys, we're all done. Me and my partner Randy got everything loaded up within 1 hour. So the unload is always fast. I think we're driving about 12 miles to the drop off, and very easy job. Most of the stuff was in the garage. Just a few items in the room. That's my partner taking off in his Prius. He took the TV and a couple small items in his car, and I think we did a good job loading up. I filled all the gaps. So originally we was like, man, I don't know if everything gonna fit, but everything fit perfect. So all right, man, let me get on the road and get to the drop off. All right, guys, on my way to the drop off. It's exactly 15 miles, so not bad. One thing I just want to highlight first, I want to give a huge shout out to my partner Randy. Randy is in his 60s and he hustles every day. He's got a little Prius. He does roadie. He's a helper in my area. He helps on all different jobs, all different apps. And huge shout out to him, because there's guys in their 20s that he can literally work rings around them. You know, he's not lazy. He doesn't mind labor. Very strong, and he's all about just making money. You know, let's just do the job and make money. One thing I want to highlight, and this is no knock on him, it just made me think about it, because he's a very fast worker. He likes to get it done, and I understand it's hot. It's 91 degrees today. I understand you want to work fast and, you know, get out the heat. I would say that if you're the lead, this is your job, your customer, your job, and you just have a helper, make sure you stay in control. Make sure that, you know, stay in control and do the job the way you want to, because at the end of the day, if anything happens, it's always going to fall on you. It's not going to fall on your helper. So I just want to highlight that, because Randy's the type, like we can load stuff without wrapping anything and all that stuff, because he just want to work fast. And I get it. I want to get the job done too, but I always overestimate the job. So if I tell the customer it's going to take about 3 hours, it's probably only going to take about 2 hours in reality. I always overestimate, and I give myself time to wrap things up. Like, I know if there's furniture and stuff, I want to wrap it. I want to put a blanket on it and shrink wrap it. That takes time. So just make sure you stay in control of the job. If you got to slow them down, hey, slow down a little bit. I don't want to break nothing. You know, we got time. Like, you gotta make sure you stay in control. That's really the only point I want to make. So, but other than that, I love working fast. I'm glad that he's a hard, fast worker, but we were going a little bit too fast. And sometimes when you're loading the van up, you know, my van's only so big. It can only hold so much. So you got to really take your time and make sure that you load it correctly. So like if we just start throwing stuff in there and we're not like thinking about what we're putting in first, you know, the worst thing you could do is have, you know, everything not fit, all because you didn't load it right, you know? So take your time, make sure you load everything properly, and use all 3 hours if you have to. All right, guys, pulling up to the drop off, and I've been here before. Some of you guys might recognize it, might not, but the unload is always faster than the load up. So we'll probably unload in like 30 minutes. I'm gonna set my ramp up. The customer has like 2 or 3 steps to go up, get to the front door. So I'll put my little 6-foot ramp up. The customer should be coming shortly behind us. So that'll give me time to set up my ramp. And so we'll just kind of start staging everything, and me and my partner will get it done really fast. So once we're done, he's gonna take off. I'm gonna release him so he could go. One thing I would say, if you work with somebody else, like you got a helper helping you, I recommend that you make the customer pay you guys separately. I just recommend that for tax purposes. There are times where I'll pay my helper directly and then the customer will pay me, but the only thing with that is you would need to track that. Basically, you should have a 1099. You should 1099 people that you work with, so that you could track all the money that you pay them. Because let's say I do a job for $300 and my helper made $75. The customer, you know, if I pay them out of pocket $75, right, the customer is going to pay me $300, and I'm using that money to pay my helper, but the IRS is going to see it as, it's going to look like you just made $300 when in reality you only made $225, if you get what I'm saying. So I always make the customer pay separately. They agree to that before they accept the job, and that's just better for tax purposes because I don't 1099 anyone. So all right, let's get unloaded. All right, I just backed into the driveway, got my 6-foot ramp set up. I'll probably put my little baby ramp right there. The customer has French doors, so we're already unloading everything. The stuff that was in the garage at the other location, we're putting it back in this garage. And like I said, it's gonna be really fast, probably like 30-minute unload. So. All right, we'll get to work and I'll update you. I'm gonna put the queen bed back together once we get in the house. And that's it. All right, guys, it's been, hold on, someone ring. A lot of orders tomorrow on Expedite. So I just got another order for tomorrow, Expedite. I'm not doing this one though, $20 now. So we're pretty much almost done. Let's see how much stuff we got left. We're just trying to figure out what was in the garage and what was in the house. No, yeah, we'll just verify what goes in and what goes out. So we're about to get the bed. That's all that's left. Whew, Randy can't wait. Hold on. All right, so added job is gonna be, sorry you can't hear me, but we're gonna put the platform underneath the washer and dryer. So these platforms for the washer and dryer, he wants help putting that under there, and then we're also moving this and this nightstand into this room over here, right here. So right down the way. So we're gonna put the bed up right here, bring that furniture in here. I think he said he wanted right there, and that's added service. So all right, so we'll finish unloading and we'll get to that. All right.
How about we move it back a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's assess whether we got enough. Yeah, this hose is pretty long.
Are you ready?
I think we should be able to.
Yeah. I'm pulling mine real tight.
Okay, I don't have much room over here, so if you got more room over there, like that. Ready? Okay, we're going low, going up.
Ready?
Are the hoses okay?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Slide it back. And start getting out real quick.
Okay, now, are we gonna pinch this drawer? Make sure we don't pinch it.
No, we should be good.
Does that look good?
Yep.
Theoretically, we can take the load off and slide everything back. Okay, I don't have much room, so I'm going to ditch.
Yeah, you good. We can push it from here. Plus, I gotta hook that hose back up. Excellent. I probably didn't see all of that, but we got it. Couldn't do it without that soap, huh?
Yeah.
No way we're gonna do it.
So many times it's come in to save us. Here.
It's a little crooked. It's almost on the way.
It's slippery and it smells good.
Perfect.
Oh, here. That and the drain line.
All right, so no shoulder dolly needed. We're gonna lift this dryer up. The washer was super heavy. 1, 2, 3.
There's a lot.
Hold on. Nice. Yep, perfect.
Cockeyed on them.
Perfect. Nice. Didn't kick that out good.
Hold in place. One more. Okay. Not as much.
Nice.
So let's in. The door's open.
Look at that. We don't say no to any job, any challenge. We get it done. Nice.
Do it all movers.
Man, do it all movers. I like that. All right, we're all done. It took 2.5 hours. So all done. I'll clean up my van later. And got the garage situated. And let me show you inside. All right, so we got the washer and dryer on the platform. I showed you guys how we did it, shoulder dolly. I think the washer was too heavy to lift, had full of water. So the shoulder dolly, when we did that. And we got that chair and a table is in the room over there. Not gonna go over there. We got that dresser right there, nightstand. And got the bed set up, adjustable bed. Should be working. This is everything. All right. Bam, bam, bam. Perfect. All right, guys, we're done. That job took 2.5 hours, and that's with the added service. The added service was moving those 2 pieces of furniture out the room and putting the washer and dryer on the platform. So originally, my charge was $235 for me. And the original charge for my helper was $100. It actually became $130 with the extra work that we did at the other house. So $130 was his pay, and we did a flat rate. So that was for 3 hours. Anything over 3 hours is $50 per person per hour. So I knew that the job wasn't gonna go over 3 hours. So I told you I always overestimate. But just in case they want to use you longer or they got more work for you to do, it would have went up to $50 an hour after 3 hours. So that was a 3 hour flat rate. My pay was $235, or that was my charge. And the helper was supposed to get $130 with the extra work that he added. The customer paid my helper $180. It's a very nice tip. And he paid me $300 with an additional $21 tip. So this is the total of what I made today with those 2 jobs, just these 2 jobs. Now here's the most important part. Let me flip the camera around so I can get some scenery. Here's the most important part of this job. You guys know that I had a Dolly standoff. I'm still in a Dolly standoff. And Dolly did me absolutely wrong. And they do a lot of people wrong. both customers and drivers. And I'm not gonna explain it, you guys should already know. The Dolly standoff. They screwed me over and they stole money from me, and they would not give me an opportunity to fight or get my money back. Don't even give me a chance. So they literally stole my money based on a false allegation, a false claim. So I told you guys that I don't trust in man, I trust in God. I gave my business to God. Some of y'all don't know what that means. I gave it to him, and it's legit. I legitimately gave it to him, and that means that he controls everything. He controls the customers I get, he controls all the work, he controls everything. So I don't wake up in the morning hoping and wishing and, you know, begging my phone to go off. Somehow, some way, work just keeps coming to me, and I know that's him. That's not me. It's nothing I could do. I could give my card to 100 people, but he's the one that causes them to call me or to book me. I understand that. I know that. So I realized that, you know what, I'm probably not gonna get my money back with Dolly. When you have a corrupt company, it's very hard to have justice, right? When you have a corrupt company and there's no one that regulates them or makes them do things, you just kind of have to deal with it, right? The unjustness of it. So God had a way of rewarding me. He lit a fire in me, and I realized that, you know what, I could do exactly what these gig apps are doing, but I can do it for myself. I don't have to do it through a gig app. I can literally connect with these customers and do the same jobs and make what I deserve and not have to worry about getting screwed over for my pay and all that stuff. So that customer right there was a Dolly customer, and that was the highest paying Dolly order I ever did, right? You guys should remember this job. I just moved his bed, adjustable bed. Me and my wife did it, and I think the pay was like, I don't remember what the pay was, like $235 or something, some crazy number. And I thought it was a typo. I couldn't believe that I was getting paid that much. I only drove 15 miles. We dropped off a bed, and that's it. I asked that customer how much he paid, and he said he paid $400 just to move that one item 15 miles. That is insane. And this is my city. This is my city. These are my customers. Dolly is screwing over customers that I'm supposed to be helping. I want to help. I do local delivery and moving jobs. So, like, that's just ridiculous to charge somebody $400 to move one item. That's a moving job. I would charge $400 to do a whole moving job. That's insane. And so one thing that Dolly can't do is they can't stop my business. They can't stop my business from growing, and they can't stop me from getting customers. So when a customer asks me, do you have your own business? I say yes. And the customer said, do you have a card? I say yes, I do. And I give it to them. They cannot stop you from doing that, right? I'm a business just like them. So a customer has choice. He could choose to go with Dolly or TaskRabbit or all these other apps, or he could go with another business, a local business, right? So he did that. He chose that option. And I booked the job for him, and I gave him a very good, reasonable price. And I did the job. And I did pretty much damn near a whole moving job. And he still paid less than what he would have paid on Dolly moving one item. Just one bed. He paid $400. He paid less than $400 by booking me to do a whole moving job. So this is the value of my business, and this is how God rewarded me, is on that job, which was crazy, right? Ridiculous amount of money that customer paid, but it's like I got my money back, because I wasn't expecting to make $200 and something moving a bed, right? That job would have paid like $100 or $110. That's what the pay normally would have been or should have been. That's what I'm accustomed to. So the fact that I practically made my money back on that one job from Dolly is amazing. I love that. And one of the best parts about it is that that customer chose me, and I was able to do a job for him again without the middleman. I did the job without Dolly. I did it for my business. So I made all the profit. I did not have to split the money with no corrupt company. So this is the whole point of that. This is why I trust my CEO, and this is why I am committed to direct bookings and building my own clients, saving them money and making the money that I deserve. And I am so over the Dolly standoff. Yes, I will still do Dolly jobs if they make sense, right? But I am not going to fight with this corrupt company anymore. I'm done. I made my money back. My CEO paid me back. He gave me back my money and blessed me with another job that I did not have to split with them. So that's why this job is very special. this is what I'm doing out here. I told you guys before. I think I told you in one of my Dolly standoff videos. You can do exactly what the gig companies are doing. Literally, you can do it. All you have to do is create a way or system that customers can find you, right? Because these customers are looking online, they're Googling moving jobs or how to move items, and Dolly and TaskRabbit is popping up in their Google. So they don't know that their neighbor has a delivery service. They don't know because you don't promote. You don't market yourself. That's all it is. Market yourself, and I promise you, it's the best decision you could make. So gig apps will always be a part of my business, but direct bookings is priority. That's where the money's at. So thank you. Appreciate my CEO. Appreciate you, Randy. Appreciate everybody that supports me. We can only go up. I told y'all this a year. We only going up, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. Y'all have a good one, man. Catch y'all on the next one.